Happy Tuesday. What's up, guys and gals? Good morning, John from Lakewood, Colorado. What's up, Rob from Ohio? Hey, guys, as you're coming on, give a quick shout out. Let me know where you're from. We'll be getting started here in a few minutes. So, Beacon, you'll be putting the headline of what we're talking about, right? Hey, big shot. Hey, big timer playing small, right? Awesome. Come on, big timers. Where you at? Thank you guys for coming on. Shout out. Where are you guys from? Say hello. Say hello. Let me know. What's up, Dylan? Good morning. Cleveland's in the house. Michael McLeish is in the house, Colorado Springs. Guys, we'll get started here in a minute. We'll wait until about 20-something people's on, and then we'll crank it up. But good morning, Jim. What's up, buddy? Nice talking to you yesterday. This actually kind of goes in conjunction with what we're talking about. Not as much as you and I, but like some of the stuff I see part of the financial PTSD. Hey, good morning, JC. What's up, buddy? Central Florida. TK. What's up, TK? Good morning, Mike. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. So I just want to share with you guys some stuff about this conversation I was having yesterday, today, and I have this all the time, actually. And I was thinking about it. I was like, hey, big timer, are you playing small? And the reason I brought this up is because it's interesting to me how delusional we all are. It actually is a good thing to protect us sometimes, but it also holds us back from massive greatness. Good morning, Miss Gibson. What's up? How you doing? Congrats on the new pad. So I'm sitting here in Parkland, Florida, talking to my buddy, has a company doing 200 G's a month, give or take, a little bit more now. And he's come a long way. It's awesome to see. It's taken him 18 months to get that company to 200 a month. And I'm just having a chat with him. This is a good buddy of mine. He's doing some stuff today. And I'm just having a talk on the walk with him and saying, you know, knowing what you know now, it's a very powerful question, so please pay attention. This is stuff I ask myself all the time. Knowing what I know now, it took you 18 months to generate 200 grand a month business. But knowing what you know now, how quickly could you generate 200,000 a month again? If it's all taken away. The reason that's a great question is because they're big time in that space in their brain. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry he's in, and he's making $2.4 million a year. A lot of money from where he started from to where he's at. It's more money he's ever made in his life. Therefore, he's okay. And he's prodding along. He's growing. He's got some cool dreams and goals, which is awesome. But what I've seen is people go from 200, 200, 205, 200, 197, 215, and they're just playing in that range. The reason the question is very important is because it creates a different conversation to yourself. See, you have a mentor if you like it or not. The mentor is always you. Your mentor. You have the good mentor, you have the bad mentor, right? The devil and the God or whatever you want to call it, right? On the shoulders. But in this case, we're talking to ourselves. So one of them says, be grateful. Don't get too aggressive. It's working. Don't poke the bear. Don't wake the sleeping dog up. That's what one says. And, dude, you have more money in the bank than you've ever had. And then the other one's saying, come on, big timer. You're playing small. You know it. You know deep down inside, you know this is like 1% of where you'll be 12 years from now. So when I asked the question, he said I could do it in 6 months or less. I said, that's interesting. What's your business look like in the next 12 months? Well, I'd like to be to 300 a month. That's 12 months. Well, if you can do it in 6 and double, why wouldn't you do that? By the end of the year, you'll be at 400. The reason is because he feels like he's going to poke the bear. It's interesting to me when I talk to real estate investors, because that's kind of was my initial business in the back in the day. And all these investors, yes, I'm talking to you, I would get on the phone and I'm like, man, everyone knows who I am. I've closed 3 deals a month, so the whole market knows what I do. I send all these postcards, and I'm like, cool. So you're saying if I call 4 title companies randomly and I call 4 investments randomly, they'll all know you? Well, I'm not saying that. Okay, so you're full of shit then. Is that what you're saying? Well, there's a lot of new people, and I kind of just do my own thing. So it's like, dude, you're not big time. You're a big time talker, but you're not a big time doer. It's a big difference. Everyone's fucking Tom Brady on Monday morning. Everyone. Why isn't your fat ass out on the field? Why isn't your lazy butt out on the field? Doesn't have to be fat. Like, you got to step your game up. You're so big time talking about other people. Why aren't you building your big time numbers, big time results? And it drives me nuts because I know people, like, there's guys that I know right now that I have connections with that literally are like a speck in the industry, but in their brain, they're fucking King Kong. That's good and bad if you know how to separate them. You're King Kong to yourself because you need to be sometimes. But to the reality of the world, if I walk down the street with you, no one knows who you are, and you're telling me how great you are and how big you are and how much you're doing, but yet there's no money in the bank, and no one knows who the hell you are, how are you big time? Again, you're a big time bullshitter, big time talker, not a big time doer. And I'm not here to beat you up on this. I'm here to get you to understand, even my buddy that's making $200,000 a month thinks he's big time in a space that is producing billions and billions of dollars. The truth is, the industry wouldn't even realize there's $2.4 million taken out of it in his company that he's comfortable with and he's big time with. I'm not saying everyone has aspirations to be huge. But if you can make $200,000 a month and you can make $400,000 in 6 months, why the hell aren't we? Again, talk is easy. Doing the work is what separates the boys from the men and the girls from the ladies. This is all on you. And again, if everyone, I love talking to like agents or brokers or people that's in business. Yeah, man, I'm big time. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. Really pushing hard, hard, hard. Great. What kind of marketing are you doing? Oh, I do word of mouth, man. I'm good. You're not big time. You're not doing anything big. You're constraining your growth with your limited thinking. Marketing does not cost you money. It's only an investment. Even if you lose money today, if you know your acquisition to get a client, I was talking to a guy, he wants to take a company to over $100 million a year, which is super doable in the industry that he's in. He's in the medicine business, if you will. And so we were talking, and he's like, dude, I want, it's $50 a month, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, cool, how much are you looking to acquire a customer for? I don't know, but I got $50 a month. By the way, $50 a month times 12 months, they get $750. But then, there's what's the average timeline? Maybe they're pay $50 a month for 9 months, so now it's $450. So in essence, you could pay up to $450 if that was the case on that number for a new customer. See, real business owners understand the power of marketing. If I can get a client that makes me 10 grand, i.e. a seller or a buyer, and I could pay up to $10,000 for that lead. Why? Well, because that's what you make. And that's just on that one. And depending on what niche you're in, that customer value could be worth way more. It's called customer value, by the way. Because if you spend $450 with us, you might spend $10,000 9 months away from now with our system, our model, our autoresponders, our emails, our phone calls, whatever we do. So maybe for every customer, you're trading dollars for multiple dollars. That's the goal in business. Anybody tells you any different, run to the hills. There's no such thing as free marketing to grow a massive business. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as, I know you guys are trying to figure out SEO and all this shit. Cool, go do it. But you're building your financial future on a foundation of quicksand. There is no foundation. It will collapse. I guarantee you. I've talked to many, many people that's done that. Algorithms change, systems change, dynamics change. It is what it is. You got to be you got to be the creator of your destiny. You got to know that you got to move. You got to go big. I'll be 42 this year, and I'm a peon for where I'll be 5 years from now. Emotionally, physically, and financially. Peon. And yet, I don't go around acting like I'm big time. Shit, I've done 11 books. No one knows me. I've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of copies. No one knows me. I spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on marketing. No one knows me. I'm not big time. It's your time. It's my time to grow. And yet I see all these people out here acting like big shots. Why? All you're doing is killing your future. Not only that, you know when you're in that car and it's silent and you're driving, you know for a fact you're playing small. You know in the shower when you're starting to get a little anxious and you start getting sad, you start crying, shaking, you know it's your calling, it's your time. But yet you're either going to do two things with that. You're either going to harness it and do something with it, or you're going to suffocate it, put it on the back burner. Why? You living forever? What's up, Pat? What's up, Dan? What's up, Nick? You guys living forever? How are you big time? What does big time mean to you? See, when I hear big time, when I see a lot of people talking about being big time, my boy Nate coined this term. It's called king of the dipshits. You're hanging out with everyone around you that is small time, therefore it looks like you're big time. It's like a grown man going and playing against first graders in football. You're big time in that league. But seriously, it's amateur hour. How good do you really feel pommeling, running over these kids, catching the ball, throwing over them? You're 4 feet taller than them. And yet you're big time? Yeah. No, you're just a king of the dipshits. That's all you are. I know. I used to be one. You all heard the saying about be in the room where you're the dumbest person. Well, that's kind of what it really means. Don't be the king of the dipshit in the room. What's interesting, even if you are in genuine, like really the biggest guy in the room, genuinely from my experience, is the biggest listener, talks the least, definitely is not puffing his chest up as much, just hanging back and learning. They're not out there saying, it's me, I'm the biggest wholesaler in town, I'm the biggest real estate, I'm the biggest this guy, I'm the biggest. Dude, you know you're playing small, right? Like, again, a grown man playing pee-wee football, acting like you're dominating the space. If you're not spending 6 figures a month on marketing, minimum, you're not doing anything. If you're not, if you don't have like a real payroll of them, like our payrolls are in the very high 6 figures a month in their companies. There's so many people working, I don't even know who they are. And I'm not even big time. What are you big time doing? Are you big time lying? Are you big time full of shit? Are you big time fronting? Are you big time talking? It's about the all big time I see over here. I know you guys aren't big time because I see the shit you post online. How are you big time making $20 on a simple sell? Like, how are you big time peddling shit, garbage to people? How are you big time doing that? The only thing you're doing is big time stealing people's dreams, stealing your dreams, stealing your future. See, when I say big time, I'm not saying you come out of the gate and you're crushing the game of life. Truth is, to be real big time, you're never going to be big time. even if you are big time. Why do you think, like, you have to find what drives you. You have to find people to drive for you. You can't be running 5 rocket ships yourself, i.e. marketing, sales, acquisitions, dispositions, inventory control, cash flow management, banking. Like, there's a lot of pieces moving in a real company. If you don't have half at least of those people I named, you're not doing anything. You're playing business, you're not in business. I always love people like, dude, I'm going all in, I'm big time. Looking for a part-time virtual assistant for $350 an hour. You're a peon, dude. That's what you are. If you're trying to hire someone part-time at $350 an hour, why would you ever waste your time spending, like, it doesn't even make sense. What are you big time doing? It serves no one. Your bullshit big time talk serves no one. King of the dipshits, baby. You gotta love it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's never been more present than today. You guys are all sitting there on Instagram. You see what someone's got. Oh man, they got a Gucci belt. I'm gonna go get the blah, blah, blah belt. Yours is $20 more. You both are broke. You both are fronting. You both are big time though. It's a game no one wins, except people selling you the products. So keep at it for them. But like, why would you play the game of fake? Why would you play the game that you're big time? How is it that you guys know so much and yet your bank account has so little? When do you come to reality and say, I don't know shit. I tap out, or I'm going to invest in my education. So I like what Ty Lopez always says. He talks about knowledge. Because I think the problem with you guys is you realize when I say go invest money in education, you think college, like education like college. When you invest in knowledge, the knowledge that I'm aware of, and I know many people do, you invest that 35 grand for that mastermind or whatever, 50 grand or more, and you're in that room and you're talking to, or you have access to the person to help you grow, things change. That $50,000 investment could turn into many, 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 many millions of dollars. Not only that, peace of mind. Not only that, you'll realize you haven't done dick with your life in business at all. You'll realize that people are pushing you beyond your capabilities. I had 2 amazing messages today. One from my boy Joe, one from my buddy Jeremy. One was a letter, one was in a video. See, when you lead by example, it's not always easy. I've had moments where we're crying on the phone together or in person together. I have moments when they're crying by themselves and I'm crying by myself because we're pushing out of our comfort zones. We're doing something we didn't think we could ever do. We all have money problems. Some have dollar money problems. Like, how do I pay for my gas in my car today? I've been there. Some of us are going to say, how do I pay my car payment today? $100 problems. I've been there too. I got a car repoed way back in the day. And then we all have $1,000 problems. Like, dude, do I stay at the Howard Johnson or do I stay down the street at the local whatever that's a little bit nicer, but it's $1,000 more? It's no big deal. I just sleep in the bed, so I don't need that. I'll just walk down there. Then we have $10,000 problems. And then we have $100,000 problems. And then we have $1 million problems and beyond. If you're big time, why do you always have dollar problems and $100 problems? If you're big time, why do you have $1,000 problems, $10,000 problems? In my world, $100,000, $1 million problems are a daily occurrence. And I'm not just saying problems, I'm talking opportunities that are aligned. Because when you have problems at that level, you also have opportunities in alignment with that level. It's all the same shit, just a different number. It's the same stuff, different numbers. I truly, genuinely sit at home and think all day as to why some people become massively wealthy and successful and others don't. It's very intriguing to me. Like I'm ultra curious as to why Hillbilly Mark from small town Ohio has been able to generate many millions of dollars a year, and I have like you can ask anybody at work, I don't know much at all. I'm definitely not intellectually smart in any way, shape, or form. I understand business. I understand buying and selling. I'm a marketer. I'm an investor. I understand that stuff. And I understand flaws in people. People are slow to take action. I'm fast to take action. People don't invest in themselves. I love investing in myself. Every time I invest in myself, I make more money. People won't hire people. I love to hire people. We're hiring someone today. They start tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, Wednesday. In one of our companies. I've never met him. I probably never will, but I'm excited for him because I know he's going to grow based off of conversations I've had with the directors in that company. He's going to crush it. It's going to change his life. 20-something-year-old kid coming out in the space, going to kill the game. He's going to start to be ground level with us. And within 12 months, I bet you he's doubled his salary, and he's helped us grow our company. I get excited about that stuff. But he had to send in his resume. He had to meet our team multiple times. He had to have conversations. And not only that, all the work he did, I think he's 23 years old, all the work prior to that. We forget these people have lives before us and during and after of the companies. The only person I want to be big time to is my family and myself. I'm not trying to, I think that there's so much big opportunities out there. Like, I want to give more money to charity. I was talking with my buddy that runs a charity yesterday. I want to give more. I want to be bigger there. Big time to me could be big time differently to you. I want to create alignment with my growth. I want to push me out of my comfort zone. It's not always easy committing to 250 grand a year for this or that, or 240 or 180 or 120, whatever the number is. What are you big time doing? How are you big time? How? There's a guy I know, it's interesting to me. He's so big time, but he lives with his mom and dad. He's big time, I swear to you. If you met this kid, you think he's killing the game of life. The only thing he's doing is killing his dreams. Yes, he does deals here and there. Once in a while, he'll make a sell and make some decent money. But how are you big time when you're on the tit of your mom at 23 years old? How are you big time? There's another guy I know right now. He's married, and he thinks he's the biggest guy in his town. He makes like 110 grand a year. How are you big time? See, listen, it's not hard to be big time when you're in a bowl full of minnows and you're the biggest, you're a shark, an 8-inch shark. But the problem is the bull's only 12 inches. You're big time in a small time environment. And the environment I'm talking really is up here in your head. You got to get around better people. You got to get around bigger thinkers. You got to get around guys like me. And I'm telling you how to do exactly what I'm telling these guys to do. I don't know shit. I was almost in tears walking around Home Depot yesterday. Well, I'd be crying if I was at Home Depot too. Why are you even there, John? I get it. Maybe you're transitioning or whatever, but that's the question. That's what I'd be pissed off about. Why am I even there? Unless I want to go there and buy little hand gloves and rubber gloves and shovels and a flower to plant out back. I am not going there. Why are we going there? Or maybe you're going to buy a blower for something. Like, again, these are the questions I ask myself. I get in situations I don't like. I don't say, wow, I hate this and do nothing about it. I ask, what can I do differently so I'm not in this situation? I don't like this feeling. Just like I asked that guy making 200 grand a month, how do how quick, it took you 18 months to get to this point. How quickly could you get to 200 knowing what you know now? Boom. Reframe it, change the conversation, think bigger. Because what's cool, he's only 2 transitions away from $1 million a month, approximately. Let's say if he's at 250 a month, and he doubles, he's at 5, and then he doubles one more time, he's at $1 million a month. It's very tough to go from 200, 210, 230, 250, 280, 320, 380, 420. Like, it's a very long growing process. You wear everyone out. It's too slow of growth. And not only that, if you're growing that slow, it's because you are afraid to grow. You're afraid to be big time. You're talking about it. I have a company right now that does over $10 million a year. And in that company, I genuinely know it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? Because I'm tied to it clearly. And I'm sitting there talking to myself and my team, and I'll be talking to her today at 11 a.m. about it, the COO of that, about like, why aren't we at $50 million yet? Like, what is stopping us from being at $50 million a year, minimum? And then I'll hear the stories. And the stories, some of them may be real, some may be made up. See, the problem is with when you think you're big time or when you are at capacity in your brain and you can't grow much more from that point, it's because you stop growing. You think growing, you genuinely in your brain, you can't comprehend going from $10 million to $50 million by action, because there's no way in hell that you can do 5 times the amount of work. That's what your brain reverts back to. To go from 10 million to 50 million, I got to work 5 times as hard. But I can't. I'm already working to the bone as it is. Therefore, I just settle for 10 million at best. Guys like me never settle. And it's not that I'm not appreciative. Actually, I'm appreciative so much I want to do more about it. That's how appreciative I am. I appreciate the opportunity to even be in the environment. I appreciate the employees that I can help and work with. I appreciate being able to steward that money as it comes into the company and in my pocket as a person to be able to give back at a higher value, higher level to the world. I appreciate it. I'm never satisfied at settling. I never will be. Settling to me it's like the worst statement in the world to me. It makes zero sense. Why settle? What are we settling for? The problem is most people settle, their settlement level is so low below the bar of life. What are you settling for? Why? Like, don't you understand how much is out there? And when I talk to these people, a guy, husband and wife that make 110 grand a year, they're killing the game of life, and they're not. Because I have the other conversation with them, and they're scared. They're not sure how much money they have left on the runway. What if I have a bad month? What if I have a bad quarter? What if COVID takes me down? That means you're not prepared. That means you're not big time. If you're worried about any of this stuff, you're never big time. Big time people aren't worried about small time problems. It just doesn't work. I just want the best for all you guys watching this. And I hope you know I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at myself. When I'm talking to you guys the way I'm talking, this is what I say to myself. This is what I'm talking about daily to my guys that were like generating millions of dollars. And we're like, guys, we're so small. I had a call yesterday with the guy and said, dude, I need to make $1 million in 45 days or less. What would you do? See, it's different conversations. The rich get richer because they're pushing the boundaries. The poor get poorer because they're all king of the dipshits in the group. It's the sad truth. It's the facts. If I go hang out with poor people, I can promise you my conversations, their conversations around me are way different. They're talking about nothing. Oh, dude, what do you think's going to happen with those Cleveland Browns? Hey, man, what's going on with that? Oh, did you hear about Johnny in high school? You know, Johnny in high school, back in the day, he scored a winning touchdown. You know, winning touchdown? Oh, yeah. He's got cancer now. Yeah, he's going to die up. I never liked that guy anyways. Anyway, hey, did you hear about, they're so full and worried about everyone else's life, they have no life. It's the truth. You don't have to believe me. Go hang out. You might be hanging out with these people. I can't do it. It's frustrating to me. My brain doesn't think about that stuff. I grew up in that kind of environment. It's pointless to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Why are we talking about the past all the time? Why? Dude, I want to get excited about the future. I want people to call you fucking crazy. Because that means you're thinking bigger than that's bigger than their world. And I'm not talking over the top where it has to be, like, dude, I'm going to buy the Cleveland Cavs and you can't pay your rent. I'm talking about, man, I'm going to build a business at $10,000 a month. And once I get to $10,000 a month, my goal is at $100,000 a month. Johnny, we live in a trailer park. How the fuck are you going to do that? I don't know, but I'm excited. That's how. Listen, there's so much opportunity. I could go to yard sale. I could do that. Advance the conversation. Kick them out of your life. Minimize the time you spend with them. Get away from them as fast as humanly possible. they're not helping you grow. Now is the time. What's up, Christopher? What's up, Sean? Guys, if you can't tell, I'm excited about this stuff, but my biggest thing, it just makes me sad to see people acting big time, taking small time actions. You don't even have to say anything. Like, how much are you spending on marketing? $500. That means zero. Hey man, how many deals did you do last month? I don't know. Maybe that means zero. I don't know how many deals I've done because we've done so many and I have so many irons in the fire. I genuinely don't know how many deals, but I could sure the fuck tell you how much revenue we made or didn't make. Big difference. Like, dude, if you're so big time, how don't you know the very important details? Like, how much did you make? Or how many deals did you do? Or what does your team look like? Or where are you going next quarter? Like, it's endless. You don't have a clue what it takes to be successful if you're not focusing on the big stuff. If you have all this stuff is rebuttable. Is that right? You can't. What problems do you keep having in your life? If you go to a restaurant and you're afraid to order from the right side of the menu, you're not big time. Money owns you. You don't own money. See, I control money, dude. Money doesn't control me. If I want a $500 steak, I'm ordering a $500 steak. Fuck, I'll order two just because I can. That's what I want. We have friends over. We're popping bottles of Dom. I don't even know what it costs. I don't care. I remember when I was broke, I cared about everything. It cost $1. Oh my God, $1. Oh, what? Oh, no. We go down the street and get it for $1.42. I'm not paying $1.50. They're always trying to get me for that. You're big time. If you think about shit like that, you have nothing big time in your life going on at all, except massive big time delusion. You're delusional at the massive level. Hey, what's up, Constantine? Mark, I feel the same way. It's always about how I can grow. I struggle with where to find that's a cliffhanger, by the way. Find the what? What are you big time talking about? What's up, Dylan? What are you talking about big time? Dude, if you're talking about the past, you're talking about other people, you're talking shit about people. What's up, Big? What's up, Will? I actually went to high school with Will. I went to my whole life was school with Will. Mark, I feel the same way. I need to always be growing. I struggle with how to find the who to do the what. Well, it's a process. And if you're always struggling with it, I'd probably look at the common core piece. Me. What's the struggle? I talked about this before in the past. The struggle is not always real. The struggle is made up belief because we have massive controls and crazy over-the-top expectations. We're hiring people for a role to come in today that took us 18 years to figure out, and we're expecting them to learn what we learned in 18 years in 1 week. And we get mad and pissed and freak out. Where I believe I love investing in people that actually, if anything, this is probably a big hindrance on me. I want it more than the individual typically, and I invest and I will do whatever I can to help them be successful. And if they don't want to be successful, the problem is that it causes problems because I'm not the guy that hires slow and fires fast. I know everyone says that. I'm the opposite. I hire fast and fire slow. I like people, man. I believe in the good of people. I believe people want a lot. I believe people want what I have. That's not the truth. I think their work ethic's like mine. That's definitely not the truth. Constantine, I think you got to figure out. What the common theme is. You know what I mean? And you got to identify it. Another thing too, be very singular. I want someone to get projects to the finish line. That's a very simple, attainable goal. If I have to map out all the details, if you go to Home Depot, do this. That's not the who. That's me doing it. Just handing it off to someone to do it. The actions. We're better than that. What's up, Matt? Thank you, buddy. Jermel, goodish, bro. Feeling a certain way, hitting home with me. Awesome, man. A lot of big time people out there. Big time. You put out a video today. You won't put out another one for 2 years because you're big time. Big time because you actually woke up for 3 days in a row and now you're big time and you got it all figured out, right? Honestly, guys, what's funny about being big time in this mentality is the more you engage in success and get higher up on the thing, the more you realize that you need more help. That's how I always know if you're truly pursuing big time results, because you're constantly pursuing better and better people in your life. You know what I mean? They're pushing you. You're getting uncomfortable. You're making an investment when shit's hitting the fan. You're making a contribution to the charity that you committed to. We talked about commitments a couple weeks ago. Power of commitment. Right? That's big time moves. We're not big time, it's just a big time move. Have you ever invested money when money's going out the door faster than it's coming in? It's scary. But you made a commitment. It's interesting what our brain does to ourselves. We find the path to create the results we believe in. That's why my buddy Adam always says, excuses sound best to those that make them. If it's truly important to you, you will find the path, period. You 100% will. You found the path to be here. You found the path to be in the situation, the house you're in right now, the car you're in. You found the path to get there. You did. You're responsible for that. You know that, right? It's all you. It's not your wife. It's not your husband. It's not your mom and dad that hit you or yelled at you or looked at you weird. It's not the friends that bullied you or whatever bullshit you say is going on. It's you. You made the decisions. You're there because of you. Big time or small time, it's your time. You have to realize that whatever you have today is all because of you. When do you let go of the blame? When do you let go of the shame? When do you stop living in the past? When do you start getting excited and fired up for the future? I know sometimes the future can look a little dull. And I know you're going to get punched in the face. Just know that it's coming. Just be ready for it. You got to get conditioned for this stuff. You're being conditioned right now. You're going to be conditioned to be a victim or victor. Which one do you want to be? This is all conditioning. That's why I like the COVID stuff going on, man. I'm conditioned for this shit. This is easy to me. Nothing's really different for me. I'm conditioned. I'm built. I've been building myself for 24 years like this. I'm being built. I'm in the ring getting punched. Dude, I got my breathing down. I got all that shit down. I'm good. Let's go. Let's run the marathon. I'm in. Why most people say, I'm gonna start that Monday. I'm gonna start that Monday. Yeah. I got stuff going on this week, but Monday, I'm definitely starting next Monday. He's talking about, I'm starting Monday. No, you're not. You're fucking lying because you're big time, dude. You know it. You're big time. Do whatever you want. You're big time. Come on. You got this. Big shot. Call your mom, borrow the money to pay your rent, but you got this shit. You're big time. You're big time. Yeah. Makes you feel like a dumbass, right? It should. Because that is dumbass thinking. No one here, including me, is big time. We're just a peon on this massive world. Could do so much good for so many people. And us acting like we're big time is stealing, not just from you, but from everyone that you can make an impact on. Your kids are watching. Your friends are watching. Even if they're talking shit about you, they're watching. And that's why you need to lead by example. You need to let them know whatever they say doesn't affect you. That's on them, not you. I got this under control. I can handle this. Tell me I can't do it, I'll do it 10 times over. That's what's cool about that Michael Jordan thing. The Last Dance is, he's like, they're like, if you want to really get Michael amped up, tell him he can't do something. That's how I was raised, man. You know how many people told me I couldn't? You know how many people still tell me I can't do shit? Every day. But the problem is, it's not a problem. I don't believe it. I can do whatever I want. I can create whatever I can believe in. I can create whatever I get around and understand and see the vision of. Anything. That's why I'm not big time. There's so much more. There's so much out there. Why don't I have a 10 million person email list with people I'm talking to? And if it's 10 million, why isn't it 20 million? If it's 20 million, why isn't it 100 million? It's endless. So much bigger. than our big time thoughts. And that's why you got to get around great people. I'd like you guys to do a homework assignment today because I want you to release some power. I want you to gain some power, I should say. Release some energy, negative energy out of your life and gain some positive energy. I want you to send a text or do a call to someone that maybe you don't like, that you know you need to close the door or change or shut the page and move on. Tell them what's up. Hey, thinking about you. And empower them. Don't degrade them. Let them know thinking about you. I hope all's well. Blah, 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 blah. It's not about them. It's about you. I know Sean talks about this in his book, How to Make Shit Happen. When you guys understand the power of this stuff, I'm not as good with words as these guys are, but like when you understand the power of this stuff, you empower yourself. You gain so much power. How many letters have you sent out today to tell someone thank you? Let them know you're thinking about it. It could be a postcard. I sent out 9 today. How many did you send out? I don't send out 9 a day, but try to do 1 a day. Just send 1 today. Shoot a video to someone and shoot a video. Don't shoot just a text. Shoot a video. Shoot a postcard. Tell them you're thinking about them. Let them know you love them. Let them know you care about them. Let them know that they're a great addition to the business and that you appreciate them and you can't wait to work with them for 100 years or more. Connect with people. To do that, you got to connect with yourself. You got to realize you're not big time. You're nobody. You're cog in the wheel just like everyone else, but we just want to be a little bit less squeakier. We want to be the solution, not the problem. We want to drive people. We want to help people. It's not always popular. Very rarely is popular, actually. My expectations on myself, no wonder I got so many texts from you. Absolutely. Dude, I love people, and I love helping the right people. I have 0 time for the wrong people. Another part of the thing in the documentary that Michael's talking about is talking about like they're like, dude, is he mean or blah, blah, blah. Like, he's kind of a rough guy. He's yelling around, whatever. Everyone has a different way to deal with stuff. But he's like, and then they come back to Michael and he's like, dude, I just want greatness around me. I don't want people that are just showing up to show up for a paycheck. I want greatness. I expect it out of me and I expect it out of you. It's not popular. It's not popular. It's something I've lacked on. I've let a lot of people around my life get by. It's not good. We're better than that. If you can't show up on time for meetings, I don't have time for you. If you can't do what you say you're going to do, I don't have time for you. If you don't ask for help and you don't get the job done, I don't have time for you. Like, we have to realize that we are in control of that conversation. And if we don't, it's going to control us. Life is no more but no less than the choices you make. Absolutely, Gary. What's up, buddy? What's up, Matt G? So, any questions on this big topic? Big timers on a big topic. I got a big day today. Today's Tuesday. Every day is a big day, right? But I didn't get half the shit I wanted to get done yesterday. So now I'm playing catch up. And I'm going to catch up, but I'm still going to mess up. But I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep prodding. I'm going to keep poking. I'm going to keep growing. You guys have to get around other people. For example, we have a thing called the TheDM Alliance. It's other investor wholesalers that are doing business. Christian actually runs that whole division where he helps drive KPIs, marketing, and all that stuff, and gives you guidance, and we partner. I get 20% of the business with you. I help you grow it. My team does. If that's something that ever interests you, you always private message me. Let me know. I got time for you. I got time for people like that. I got time, right? Thank you, Mike. Thank you for being here too. If you have, high-level skills in something, maybe how to build, how to do better websites, how to get better engagement, how to get better extraction, how to create more revenue. I always got time for people like that. You guys understand, we all don't have the same skill sets. That's what makes the world go round. I want to team up with people that want to be great. I want to team up with people that are doing great. It's funny to me. Check this out. It's funny to me. I just thought of this. So it's going to be a little choppy maybe. Let me take a drink here. It's funny to me that when I get into business with people, if they're small time, they always end up going backwards. They get scared when they start making money. It's hard to make money with people who don't have money. True story. I'm shooting straight with you guys. The people that have money are the easiest people to work with. And success leaves clues. There's a reason. If you have money, you've already went through the journey of not having it, from my experience. I've been there, so I'm talking to myself. So I can tell you right now, like, you're looking like, oh, 20%, Jesus. Dude, and then when I go do other deals and I get 50% or more, and they're like, thankfully, like, they're mad because they're not paying me more. I have relationships and partnerships where I'm pissed off I'm not paying them more money. The more money I pay my partners, guess what? Keep it between us. The more money I make. Go figure. See, you think when you're broke that if you cut someone a check for 2 G's, they just took $2,000 out of your pocket. That's how you think. That's why you're not doing it. That's why you don't do it, because that's how you think. But it's okay. You're big time. I get it. You think cutting a check for 20 grand is taking 20 grand out of your pocket that you could put towards marketing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool, but you have $80,000 more in your pocket. Clearly doesn't work. Again, this is the crazy things we do to ourselves. We create these weird conversations. We create these weird problems that are not real problems for me. Most people's problems are definitely not my problems, and vice versa. But you have to build this muscle. You got to get bigger problems, man. Stop being big time, start getting big time problems. It's going to force you up. My one boy hit me up. He's like, yo, man, like, dude, I'm glad we're hooked up. XYZ, you're pushing me and all that. Back when I met him, he had $100, $1,000 problems. Now he's got $1 million problems. He's still got problems. You want $1 million problems or $100 problems? I can tell you, $1 million problems are a lot funner. A lot more fun, I should say. Is that funner? I don't even know if that's a word, but what does it matter? You got a lot more money, and you can still take care of stuff. It's just a problem. You put money, attach money to the problem, then it becomes a bigger problem in your brain. Because you're trying to figure out how to control the situation. You can't. If you could, you'd be there. It wouldn't be a situation, right? So again, you're playing to lose, not playing to win. Cool? Beacon. Anybody here have a question? If not, I'm going to bounce because I have to get to work. No questions. Cool. Hey, guys, thank you for being here. Again, take this big conversation, chop it down. I'm sure Beacon's going to do some cool chopping pieces here. We really hit on some amazing, amazing stuff. Stop being big time and get big time problems. Absolutely. Rice. Is that how you say your name? R-H-Y-S. Rosh, Rice, Reese, maybe? Phil, thank you, my man. So, guys, I appreciate you being here. I got a lot of messages to hit up. I appreciate you guys being here. I got to get to work. I'm small time in a big time pool. I got to start paddling my way up. I got to get this done. Appreciate you guys. Happy Tuesday. Make today count. Peace.